Hey everybody.
So we both officially have our annulments. So we just want to tell you all what is in store for our marriage and what our next steps are in joining the Catholic Church. If you're new to the channel, we're just really quickly gonna go over our annulments, what type that we got, and how long it took. We'll just do that really quickly. We also want to talk to you all about what a convalidation is and why we have to get it in order to join the Catholic Church, and what we're doing now and what our next steps are.
So if you haven't been following our journey, Catherine and I both obviously are joining the Catholic Church, and we needed to have annulments in order to do so. Catherine got a lack of form annulment because she was baptized Catholic, got married to a Catholic, but they didn't get permission from the Catholic Church to get married, and so her annulment was considered a lack of form declaration of nullity, and that only took about 3 weeks. For me, I had a different type of annulment. It was called a legamen annulment. Now, legamen is a Latin word for bond, and that's because my ex-wife was married prior to me. And in the eyes of the Catholic Church, that first marriage is still considered valid. So then her marriage to me was considered invalid. So for my annulment, we went through the legamen process, which was also just a couple types and couple forms of paperwork. And that took about 2 to 3 months. It was a little bit longer, but not terribly long. And now both of our annulments have gone through, and so we can continue on our process of convalidation. Now, I do just want to add a little thing here. A lot of people think that annulments are like the Catholic version of divorce, but it's really different than that, because the church looks at day one of your marriage and they see if there was validity in that marriage from the very beginning. So just like we said, there could have been a lack of form, there could have been a prior bond, or there could have been other impediments that would have declared the marriage null and void. So I just want to clarify, it's definitely not a divorce in the Catholic Church. It's different. It's not just the way they use that terminology. An annulment is different, and it is important in order for us to join the church.
Right. So in order to join the Catholic Church, we do have to have our marriage convalidated. And we are planning to join the Catholic Church at the Easter Vigil in 2025, and we're super excited about that. But we do have to have our marriage convalidated first. And the reason why is because when we originally got married, we did not have proper permissions from the Catholic Church to get married, right? We didn't have annulments from our previous marriages. Obviously, we were divorced from our ex-spouses and we were married civilly, but we had not made it a sacrament yet. And in order to do that, we had to get our annulments from both of our previous marriages. And now we can actually get married in a church and have it be an actual sacrament. And we are so excited about doing that, because originally when we got married, it was in 2020, so it was in the middle of COVID. We were both in the Army. I actually worked that day, and I got off work, we threw on these nice outfits, we went to downtown Savannah, and we eloped. It was beautiful, it was great for the time, but now we want to do it in the church, and we want to celebrate with our family and our friends and of course our children, and we want to invite Jesus into our marriage with a beautiful ceremony. And as we've talked to our priest, he's definitely let us know this is a marriage that we're going into. And although, again, civilly we are married, of course, but this is just making it a sacrament. So we're looking forward to that.
So now what we're doing, we're continuing in OCIA to learn to get through all of the preparation in joining the church. And then now, since our annulments have gone through, we're going through marriage preparation. Now, even though we are married, we still have classes that we're going through. There's a deacon in our diocese who's over marriage preparation. We met with him, we filled out some forms, and we had our first class, and now we'll have a couple other in-person classes, a handful of those, and then he gave us an online course, some videos for us to watch, and then once that's done, he'll fill out the rest of the paperwork and we'll be approved to have our marriage convalidated. And it's just been a beautiful process. Whether you're going through the same thing, whether you are interested in annulments or just interested in Catholic marriages, the sacrament of marriage, as it's laid out in the Catechism and according to the Catholic Church, it is such a beautiful thing, something that I did not understand fully. And for us to start learning what a true sacramental marriage is, all you have to do is start opening the Bible from the very beginning. You read it all the way through to the very end. God wants to marry his people. Jesus is the bridegroom. The church is the bride. There are so many different stories about that, how God wants to marry his people, and the sacrament of marriage is a symbol of that union. And so it is a beautiful thing for us to learn what true love, true sacrificial love, like God sacrificed for the church, for us, and understanding that unity. It's been such a beautiful thing for us. We've grown a lot in learning in the last couple months what a true marriage is, and it's been so awesome. We're excited to get convalidated.
Yeah, and have a little wedding. It's exciting. So we will absolutely keep you updated on all of that, and keep sharing our journey and becoming Catholic, which I feel like it's just right around the corner now. But if you have any questions, or if you need advice, or if you're in need of some prayer, please feel free to reach out. So many people already have. You can comment in the comments below, or you're welcome to reach out to us on Instagram. I will leave that handle down. It's the Howdy Howdens on Instagram. We are here, and if we don't know an answer to your question, I have a couple people that I have already reached out to that are so happy to answer those. If you have other questions on annulments, we do have a video where we talk to Miss Edie McDaniel. She is our annulment advocate, and she is just a wealth of knowledge and also so happy to help. So feel free to watch that. Know that we are praying for you. Please keep praying for us. We love you guys, and we will update you all later.
God bless.
Bye.